They appear on ancient maps, in whispered legends, in the diaries of explorers who were never seen again. Some say these cities once held unimaginable power, wealth, or wisdom. Others believe they never existed at all. Whether buried under centuries of earth or conjured by hope and fear, these are the lost cities that haunt history and may still be waiting to be found. In the dense, humid jungles of South America, whispers of a golden kingdom drove hundreds to madness. El Dorado, the Gilded One, was not originally a city but a man, a tribal chief covered in gold dust who bathed in a sacred lake. But as the story spread, it transformed. The man became a city, then a kingdom, then an empire hidden somewhere in the uncharted wild. Spanish conquistadors obsessed with gold and glory launched countless expeditions to find it. They sailed down rivers that went nowhere, cut paths through impossible terrain. Many never returned. Sir Walter Raleigh searched for it twice. His son died trying. Others claimed to glimpse golden roofs or temples made of sunlight. But every discovery led only to more mystery. Modern historians believe El Dorado may have been a misunderstanding, or a deliberate lie told to lure invaders away. Yet to this day, hidden beneath layers of vegetation and time, strange ruins still emerge from the rainforest. No gold has ever been found, but the legend refuses to die. Plato described it first. A mighty naval power, a utopian society more advanced than any known civilization. And then, in a single day and night, it vanished beneath the sea. Atlantis, according to his account, had been real 9,000 years before his time, a warning about pride and power gone too far. For centuries, people have tried to pinpoint its location. Some believe it lies beneath the Atlantic Ocean. Others claim it's buried in the Mediterranean near Santorini. Fringe theorists have placed it in Antarctica, the Caribbean, and even the Sahara. Despite the lack of proof, sonar scans, satellite images, and unexplained structures keep the mystery alive. Whether Atlantis was real, symbolic, or something in between, its myth is powerful. It represents the idea of a perfect civilization undone by its own hubris. And in a world where empires still rise and fall overnight, maybe that's why the story still resonates. Mentioned in the Quran and ancient Islamic texts, Iram, or Ubar, was said to be a city of immense beauty, wealth, and arrogance. Located somewhere in the Rub al-Khali desert, the empty quarter, it defied the will of God and was swallowed by sand. For centuries it was known only through scripture and myth. Some believed it was just a metaphor for moral decay. But in 1992, satellite imagery revealed strange formations beneath the dunes of Oman. Archaeologists found the ruins of a city at a place now called Shiza, a once thriving oasis settlement destroyed by the collapse of an underground limestone cavern. Could this be the lost city of Iram, or just another ancient town caught in the shifting sands of legend? The mystery remains. While the ruins are real, no one can say for sure if they match the grandeur of the Iram described in holy texts. But in the silence of the desert, the pillars still stand, and the wind still carries old warnings. Somewhere in the burning heart of the Sahara, explorers spoke of a place too beautiful to be real. Zerzura, a lush oasis ruled by a mysterious white queen and guarded by black giants. Its gates, made of stone and inscribed with strange symbols, were said to open only to those deemed worthy, or foolish enough to try. British and Egyptian adventurers in the early 20th century launched daring expeditions across the Libyan desert to find it. Some returned with tales of lost valleys, petrified forests, and unusual ruins. Others didn't return at all. Even modern desert travelers have reported mirages and lights where no settlements exist. Whether Zerzura is a forgotten civilization, a mirage fueled by desperation, or something more supernatural is still debated. But in one of the most inhospitable places on Earth, the legend persists. Some oases in the region remain unmapped, and some mysteries prefer to stay buried under the sand. According to Aztec legend, their people came from a distant homeland called Aztlan, the place of whiteness or the place of herons. Surrounded by water and filled with light, it was a paradise. But the people left, traveling south on a divine mission, eventually founding the powerful city of Tenochtitlan, modern-day Mexico City. But where exactly was Aztlan? Some scholars believe it was purely mythical, a symbolic starting point for a migrating people. Others suggest real-world locations in the American Southwest, possibly as far north as Utah or Arizona. Some even claim to have found ruins with similarities to early Aztec architecture, deep in the desert. The story of Aztlan is one of loss and identity. Whether or not it existed in physical space, it exists in cultural memory. The name lives on today in the hearts of many Chicano communities as a symbol of heritage and pride. Deep in the snowy peaks of the Himalayas lies a kingdom untouched by war, corruption, or time. Shambhala, a land of enlightenment ruled by wise kings, protected by invisible forces. In Tibetan Buddhist tradition, it's a place where the world's last great battle between good and evil will unfold, but only the pure of heart can find it. For centuries, mystics, monks, and even military expeditions have tried to locate it. In the 1920s, Nicholas Roerich, a Russian painter and spiritualist, led a 5-year journey through Central Asia in search of Shambhala. Nazi occultists reportedly sent missions into Tibet, hoping to find its secrets. And even the Soviets during the Cold War conducted expeditions, seeking ancient knowledge buried in myth. Some believe Shambhala isn't a place, but a state of consciousness, a metaphor for spiritual awakening. Others think it was once a real kingdom, hidden in the inaccessible valleys of Tibet or Mongolia. Either way, its name still sparks curiosity and wonder, a paradise just beyond reach. First described by the ancient Greek explorer Pytheas around 320 BCE, Thule was the land beyond the known world. North of Britain, past the icy seas, a place of midnight sun, strange fogs, and frozen seas. To the Romans it marked the boundary between the known and the unknowable. To modern historians it remains one of antiquity's great mysteries. Over the centuries, Thule has been linked to Iceland, Norway, the Faroe Islands, even Greenland, but its exact location was never confirmed. Its image, however, evolved, becoming a symbol of the mysterious north, of extremes in both geography and imagination. Some maps from the Middle Ages mark it, others avoid it entirely. In the 20th century, Thule took on darker associations. The Nazi Thule Society adopted the name, blending folklore with racial myth and occultism. But the real Thule, whatever it was, may have been nothing more than a misunderstood report from a sailor venturing too far, or it may still lie hidden beyond the last map edge where the compass falters. In the chilly waters of the Baltic Sea, legends speak of a city that was once the richest in all of Europe. Vineta, its towers shimmered with gold, its markets bustled with exotic wares, and its people lived in luxury, but they were arrogant, indulgent, and blind to warnings. Then, one night, the sea rose and swallowed it whole. According to German and Slavic folklore, Vineta sank as punishment for its sins. And sometimes, when the waves are calm, fishermen say you can still hear the church bells ring beneath the surface. Over the centuries, maps have placed Vineta near various locations, Euston Island, Wolin, or the coast of Poland. But no definitive ruins have ever been found. Some historians think Vineta may have been a real medieval trading port, perhaps destroyed by war, flood, or economic collapse. Others see it as a morality tale, passed down and reshaped with each retelling. Either way, the legend still floats in the mist, and the Baltic, dark and cold, keeps its secrets well. West of Cornwall, between the cliffs and the sea, there's said to have been a kingdom Lyonesse, a land of brave knights, green meadows, and shining cities. According to legend, it vanished in a single night, drowned by a massive flood. Only one man escaped, riding his white horse ahead of the rushing tide. Lyonesse appears in Arthurian lore as the homeland of Tristan, one of the knights of the Round Table. But its roots may lie even deeper in the folklore of the Cornish coast. Fishermen for generations told tales of church bells ringing beneath the sea. In the Isles of Scilly, old stones still rise from the waves at low tide like remnants of a forgotten shore. Geologists have confirmed that sea levels have risen in the region since the end of the last ice age. Some land was indeed lost, but whether that land was ever a kingdom with towers and trumpets is another matter. Still, when the tide pulls back and the wind is right, the coastline feels unfinished, as if something's missing, as if something waits beneath. And unlike most cities on this list, Madol is real. Off the eastern shore of Pohnpei in Micronesia lie the ruins of a city built on a coral reef. Nearly 100 artificial islets connected by canals. Thousands of massive basalt stones stacked into temples, tombs and platforms. No mortar, no pulleys, no written record of how it was built. The stones, some weighing over 20 tons, were transported over land and sea, somehow centuries ago. Local legends say the builders were sorcerers, flying the stones through the air. Modern archaeologists still don't know exactly how it was done. The site was the ceremonial center of the Sodalur dynasty, but even they didn't claim to have founded it. Madol feels like it shouldn't exist. A lost city in plain sight, surrounded by sea, silent and strange. Some of these cities might have existed. Others may have never been more than cautionary tales or dreams etched into maps. But they all capture something timeless. Our desire to find what was lost, to uncover what lies just out of reach. Which of these lost cities intrigued you the most? Do you think any of them are still waiting to be discovered? Let us know in the comments, and if you love legends, mysteries and forgotten places, make sure to like, subscribe and ring the bell. Until next time, stay curious, question the map, and never trust a blank patch labeled "Here be dragons."